Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. So finally that time of the year has come when I slowly gradually start working on the upcoming year's yearly predictions. So definitely guys, that is a very elaborative work because I have to follow the movement of all the planets, and along with that I have to blend the Hindu Samvatsar calculation predictions as well. So blending it tend to remain a very tedious job, and when I was just being in that mode only, I was introduced to so many startling facts. So I just thought, like rather than straight away dropping the bomb of suddenly all the 12 rising signs yearly predictions, we can just have a pre-discussion on what exactly are we headed towards. So guys, for that I need to share one very small anecdote over here. So what happened, just because I started another channel for the podcasting as well. So one of my recent guests, he is a mind training and brain performance expert. So what he did is that, like, he generally take the fingerprint analysis as well, and basis that he see that okay, which part of your brain is prominent, more effective, and all of that. So in our very first meeting, when he was explaining his product and his skill set to me, it somehow came in my mind, and I just told him that okay, if this is what your skill set is, next year is going to be your year to shine. And obviously he got very happy, but I have a thought, what made me predict that, what made me say that, because next year Rahu is going to be strengthened in the Aquarius sign. Understand this thing guys, that lately specifically if you watch all the Hindi astrology, spirituality content and all, you would have seen sudden rise in all the scary and the horror content and all. That definitely is the theme of whenever Rahu is in the Pisces sign. But the way the whole shift is going to be taking place, you will definitely see that more than all these pseudo signs and all these scary stuff, now the shift is going to be going towards the advancement in the technology. And one more thing guys, because in this video we will be having our thorough discussion, like the way lot many numerology expert, the minute we gotten into this 2024, if you will make a sum total of that, that will give you the sum total as of number 8 being ruled by the planet Saturn. Somehow definitely there were lot many indications going in the prominence of the number 8, like even in the transit, the double transit, Jupiter and Saturn throughout this year has been influencing the Scorpio sign. But the way it has been predicted, somehow we are already witnessing all these wars and all these kind of situation and all. But the next year, if you will make a sum total of the 2025, that will give you the resulting number as the 9. Now guys, understand this thing, when we talk about the theme which any country or the world goes through in the universal year 9 vibration, it has got more to do with the brotherhood and all those kind of things. Like, you know, like in certain cases you will keep on coming across that those crusades and those activists and those fundamentalist group, they are just beating the bushes and they are just fighting with the old worn out kind of causes only, which needs to be updated. So the beauty of the universal year 9 is that unless and until you do not have any updated version, something which is going to be good for the sustenance or the for the well-being of the humankind, for the brotherhood of the society and the community and all those issues are not going to be fascinating, and all those issues are not going to be hitting the headline for sure. So the good point is that the next year, chances of all of that which is happening, like we have so many multiple war front which has suddenly got generated in this year of 2024, whether we talk about whatever is happening in the Russia-Ukraine front, whatever is happening in the like the China-Taiwan front you can say, or Israel and all. So there's a very high possibility that next year there is going to be chances that there could be a consensus or there could be a alliance kind of situation which could get materialized next year. This is what the energies. But again guys, you have to understand this thing, what will lead to those circumstances could be, because 9 ultimately eventually is ruled by the planet Mars. So there might be some extreme action taken by one side involved in the war, which will involve the participation, the global participation, global interference, which will force both the parties to form an alliance or a peace alliance, like extend olive branch to each other. Guys, whatever I'm saying over here, there's a whole lot of study which is going over there. Like next year, if you will be paying attention, in the whole month of April, Rahu and Saturn are going to be conjunct in the like in the Pisces sign. And like the way, guys, I always say that the Pravesh Tithi, like the day when any major planet is entering or changing its sign, whatever is happening in the zodiac belt on that day tend to remain and carry a lot of weight. So if you will check the chart, like as you can see on the screen as well, on March 30th 2025, almost 6 planets are going to be aligned in the Pisces. So this is just giving us indication that there will be some very major escalation which will eventually lead towards alliance or compromise. You can look at it in this way as well. Now definitely, guys, the way we were talking about that next year, the theme is going to be that Saturn is going to be leaving the Aquarius sign and Rahu is going to be leaving the Pisces sign. Now how you can look at it, because there is definitely a huge difference the way Rahu and Saturn, they were behaving in the Aquarius, in the Pisces, and when they switch the sides. So understand this thing. Aquarius beyond doubt is a sign of humanitarianism. It is a sign of the advancement in the technology and all those things which brings the world together, which brings the people together, communities together. Like if you will take up the case of Facebook, you take up the case of Twitter, you take up the case of LinkedIn, any of those platforms where there is a blend, embedment of the technology and which is helping, facilitating, bringing the people together. So this is what the typical energy of the Aquarius sign is. Now again, guys, when we talk about the way energy of the Saturn and Rahu differentiate in their functioning, with Saturn it has got everything to do with, see, doing the groundwork, laying the foundation. But the development, the actual development, innovation generally happens whenever Rahu is in the Aquarius sign. And again guys, you have to understand the whole universal alignment as well. It is not going to be taking place at a time when that Saturn has done its job in the Aquarius and now it is living, and Rahu is gonna take another 5 years to enter this sign. The whole thing is happening very simultaneously. So that in itself means that if you have been working in any of these kind of platforms, like let's say for example it's like a startup kind of thing, you are an entrepreneur, this is what your vision is. Until the time in the past 2.5 years when Saturn was in the Aquarius, you were working hard, you earn, and every sweat of yours deserve a reward or a recognition. So the minute Rahu will enter the Aquarius sign, you will definitely see a sudden recognition, sudden innovation, sudden scaling up which will happen in the domain of Aquarius, wheresoever it is going to be falling in your case. So that is the only reason I mentioned this thing, that all those people who are heavily invested in technology, innovation, bringing the world together, something to do with social work, charity, humanitarianism and all those people will definitely see a upward rise in their aspiration, in their wish fulfillment. You can look at it in this way. And which all other people are going to be getting benefited next year. So definitely guys, next year the beauty is that whenever it comes down to any of the concerns of the matrimonial alliances, people only give attention to the 7th house or the 7th thought, but I always say this thing that individually we have to pay attention to what exactly is happening in the Libra sign. So next year, like around the time of in the mid of the May only, when Jupiter will transit the sign of Gemini. Now it is going to be different in this regard. See guys, first of all, the blessing is going to be that Jupiter also represents expansion, prosperity, Rahu just blast of things, and they both are going to be well placed in the air zodiac signs. Jupiter is going to be aspecting, once Jupiter will enter the Gemini, it will be aspecting the Rahu in the Pisces. Rahu in the Aquarius, but the good thing is that it is going to be aspecting the Libra as well. So that in itself is a very good indication that for many people, next year is going to be forming the yoga of finding your partner as well, for getting into matrimonial alliances or getting married to your love and all. So regarding all that prospects as well, the next year's energy is going to be very strengthened. Now guys, when we talk about what is going to be happening in the political front, because this is one such area where lot many people have been asking me that, okay Nipun, you are just occupied with the podcasting thing and all and your other religious practices and all, but you're not paying much attention to the consistent flow of upload. And lately there have been lot many people who have been posting about the geopolitics and how we can see the Indian polity from that front. Again guys, for that as well, you know that with my core loyalty stands with the, from Indian politics point of view, stands with the Bharatiya Janata Party only, the ruling party, and with the Narendra Modi ji only. And guys, there's one more thing which I want to say and highlight over here. Like the way lot many people have been asking me that, okay, like why India was smart enough to have a very neutral stance, and India did not get embroiled in any of the war front which got opened up in the past 1.5 years. So guys, a lot can be attributed to that. Like if you will study the chart of the independent India, like majority of the Indian astrologers only, they see the India's chart as of the Taurus Lagna. And if you will pay attention to the third house, the Cancer sign over there, we have like almost like 5 planets being placed over there. And the good part is that we are also going through, independent India's chart is also going through the dasha of the moon as well. That is the only reason that we were able to safeguard our interest even amidst all of these kind of chaos and all these kind of problems only. Narendra Modi ji is in the Mars Mahadasha, if I'm not wrong, and India is going to be starting its Mars Mahadasha soon. But again guys, over here I do not talk much about the politics, because again it is going to be somehow biased, because of I will lean more towards BJP only, the ruling party. But even if we will look at the chart of the India's current Prime Minister, so Narendra Modi ji is a Scorpio rising, and if you will see in the independent India's chart, it is going to be falling in the 7th house. He has always projected himself as a servant in service for his motherland. And like the way lot many people have been now talking about after when the result came about Rahul Gandhi's revival of his career and all. But again, if you will look at only from the India's chart point of view as well, his ascendant falls in the 6th house, which will create more economical hardship for the country. Definitely guys, there is going to be a separate video on that. It is going to be elaborative discussion. But in this video guys, in a nutshell, this is what I was talking about, that okay, which field we are, which direction we are headed towards. I will definitely try to make another part where I will involve the stock market, trading, investments. But in this video I just wanted to share my inputs that okay, I am foreseeing lot many major changes happening next year, just because I have already started working on the yearly prediction videos for the 2025. So I saw certain things and I thought it's my duty to share it with you guys today. So yes guys, for further more updates and notifications on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. Dhanyavad.